just in case anyone's curious. This guy had a fucking easy here. The sniper here with the pool beside him, like.
Fucking Dominic Mysterio there in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. I made it.
He has been to prison, you know,
Mm, for a whole day. Mm.
for a whole day. You know what? I really want to do the F1 arcade in London on Saturday. I really want to go.
Go for it. See what it's like.
I really want to go because it's like 100 or 200 like F1 sim setups, like just
Yep.
sitting there, like oh my god,
Not
so
being played,
tempted.
Dave. You could be one of those people.
I really do want to go. I have to try. I mean, I'm gonna have no problem convincing Victoria to go probably on Saturday evening, but we'll see what
Ah,
the other guys want to do.
yeah. I'm sure they won't mind with a little detour.
Like, I'm just going in. You guys grab a cocktail. I'm just gonna do a few laps. It's fine. You know what I
So, you do a few laps. When I say a few laps, it was a full race distance. So,
mean? Like I mean, that's what I like about it. It's a cocktail bar with an F1 arcade in it. It's great.
yeah, it's class, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there we go. Evil eye from the wife. It's got a cocktail bar in it, for God's sake.
Like the weirdest kind of ever had.
No, it's not. It's the most magnificent thing you ever heard. There's so many, like, there is a lot of arcades in London. I think me and Aaron want to go to one of them
Mm.
on Saturday, I think. It's just literally a Japanese arcade with like Time Crisis and all the other arcade games, and like, I want to go there. I want to go there because the NQ64 I completed. The original Ninja Turtles game, the side scroller.
Mm. Oh yeah, we have that on token as well, I think.
Yeah, I completed that in NQ64.
Mm.
That fucked my wrist for about a week
I
trying to complete that game, and it took a long fucking time too.
was going to say, it must have been really satisfying, was it?
Oh, when I completed, I was like, I'm done. I went home. I was like, I'm not gonna top this.
Wanker's cramp. Yeah.
You know, wanker's cramp. Yeah, I'm not gonna top this. This is I've peaked. You know.
Yeah, well, no, in fairness, you would have peaked at that stage, so yeah.
Do you know? Do you want to know what video game was so bad, and you never knew it was bad until you actually try and play it now, because it's fucking impossible to actually do anything in. It was Virtuous Soccer.
Virtuous. Oh god, yeah, shit. But
You try and play that now.
Like,
Holy
yeah.
fuck! Like you will get you can't do anything. It was a money taker. Like
yeah.
that game was so fucking shit. You couldn't score a goal because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing. Players weren't doing anything. Didn't go anywhere properly.
But that, again, as I said, that was just the Hoover of coins. Like, I mean, like fucking.
Oh yeah.
But then again, you know what you're getting into with that. I mean, I remember when it was in Token, I think they had very briefly they had a Star Wars arcade game, and I remember bringing some kind of like strangers in the town from town to try it out, and they obviously gravitated to this because it was a big fucking joystick. So it was like you're literally piloting an X-wing essentially. And the great thing was like you're like no one's no one's going near this machine. And thinking like, oh, I wonder why. And then you play it and realize, oh, it is just unfair. Like the actual hit detection is not working.
Yeah.
The things are still shooting at you even if you're covered. All this sort of stuff. It's just fundamentally broken. It is just a pure coin mover. You know, now whether that was whether that was because of the arcade itself being dicks or because the machine itself was just made badly, I don't know. But like,
Yeah.
whoever was playing that machine, they lost. You know, and I don't think they even got close to winning. Oh no, what it was the first two levels were fine. There's three levels in it. The first two are absolutely fine, loads of defaults of security, and then the third level is just a solid fuck. Just an absolute gold 24 karat solid fuck. And like you had no chance to win it because so many things were happening at the same time. But that was still but that was kind of a trend, like a theme in some of those games as well, though, because fucking we've just gone through Far Cry, and like the last level of that is literally just all the enemies at once everywhere. As like you have just no fucking chance to respond at all. You're just in so much fucking trouble.
Yeah.
But the funniest one I think has to be Driver. Because
oh
the
God,
driver,
yeah.
because the driver game, like the actual designers did openly admit to saying like we didn't know what to do with the final level because the penultimate level was essentially the end of the story, So we gave you this
Yeah.
ridiculous one where you have to drive the president from one end to the of New York to the other, and there was absolutely no other reason for it, purely because like we couldn't think of a final level. So let's just make this one like horrendously unfair, and
Yeah.
let's see how you get on. And of course, this is the original driver game. You couldn't get out and change your car. So once that was totaled, you're gone. You're done. That's it. Like, it's like
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
it was it was daft. And again, one of those moments where like I can't believe I cleared that. Like, how did I do that? But I did somehow manage it when I was weeing. The same with clearing Rayman 100%. Like, I'm not sure how I did it when I was that age, but I did. The only actual genuine street cred that I have as a gamer. Actually, no. My street cred in the game as a gamer, because I've seen a lot of people complain about this, and I look at it and going, really? You guys have trouble with this? The helicopter levels in Vice City.
Yeah. Fuck off, like.
I have absolutely no issue with that level whatsoever. None at all.
Are you kidding me?
None whatsoever. I cleared that level first time every single time.
You're a freak. Like. You're a fucking freak. There's no way anyone fucking completes that level first try. No
He's
problem.
a madman.
If you
the bomber plane one later on in the game, that's a fucker, but still not still manageable.
Oh yeah, the bomber helicopter one on the construction site. That's
that
the
one. No, that one's easy to me. That one's simple.
Fuck off. No, I'm sorry. No, you're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you, I can polish it off easy.
Man.
I'm fucking telling you. Do you know what the knack is? The knack is you start off on the top floor and then work your way down. You start off at the top. You use it the most time to do that when the lads aren't aggro, and then it's like you go the third level, second level, first level, and then once you basically do that, then you're fine. That's the knack, lads. I also don't have any trouble with the mission in San Andreas. We have to follow the train, CJ. That's easy to me.
That's simple. That was simple. I'll give you that one.
Yeah. All the ones what other missions do people have fucking trouble with in these games? Because I'm trying to think like that. I know I have a lot of Achilles heels when it comes to the flying levels in that.
No, the flying were okay. The flying levels were okay.
Yeah.
I found. Now see, you've started to explore a bit here in this because like you were literally in one part of the map for about the last hour.
Yes.
You've managed to come out of that, which is good.
So yeah, so I'm actually kind of not sequence breaking is the wrong word to use here, but I'm actually in my effort to try and find more Los Muertos. I'm actually going to another part of town, and I think in a couple of moments you'll see which part of town I'm at. So you'll see now in a minute when I start driving on the sensible side of the road. And that seems to be more, as you can see, the more downtown area.
Intel for you, Agent.
Good news, Agent. I know exactly where you are.
The Shy-Gen Corporation is a sinister and pervasive force.
You see that? I mean, that's Vegas.
Yeah, it looks very Vegas.
It is very Vegas, but you're like, no, I'm going to turn around because I don't want to go there.
Yeah, because I'm not ready yet.
I'm not ready for Vegas. You never are ready for Vegas.
No one's ever ready for Vegas. And of course, it's an early Sandbox game, so they throw in mutants as well because they didn't have anything else.
Do you know what I loved in Grand Theft Auto 3 where you couldn't go across the bridge unless you had the dodo?
Yes.
Like the bridge was just broken until you reached a certain part again. I missed that. The same with San Andreas. Like you could not access other parts of the map until you completed a certain set of missions. Like, I fucking loved that.
But they had the. I remember back in the day in 3, there was actually a way to get around, to get across the bridges, because they didn't realize this at the time. But they had the rubble. Maybe they did know it at the time. Maybe it was kind of like when they were testing it or something, that they had to get some way across the levels. But if you go to a certain part of the bridge, the rubble is assembled in kind of like stepping stones, very precise.
Okay.
Very precise, so that you would be able to step up over them. And because it had that kind of thing where, like, say if you fall into the water, you might just kind of like reset to like a bit of like dry land, so that it doesn't count as a death.
Oh, okay.
So like you could basically hop, skip, and jump over to the second island, easy. And of course, they didn't program in like a break between the third island at that time either. So you actually did have free reign of the first two of the other two islands before you had you were meant to. So then in Vice City and in San Andreas, they put in the wanted level thing to fix that in case other people find a way around,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. It's like, or alternatively, maybe just like give them the freedom of the city. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, so in my effort to try and find some traffic to sequester a car back into town, I actually find myself like an agency spot, which means hooray, the plot's back in action.
Woo!
I don't have to walk on the highway for 10 minutes. Now, of course, as I've learned very quickly in this now, a supply point is basically a shorthand for there is a boss, there's a stronghold nearby.
Yep.
So whenever there's a assembly point, basically there is a map, there's some sort of gang leader in generally like close vicinity.
Yeah.
Which is simple and convenient game design, and in this day and age where I want to get the content out for the channel, I appreciate that. Basically, you find supply point, basically turn like right and walk 5 yards, and there's your gang boss. Happy out. I can live at that level of game design.
This part of the map is much more fetching, shall we say. I like this part of the map.
Yeah, it's nice palette cleanser. Palette cleanser for which I'm now about to blow everything
Just
up.
the hills have eyes, road through the middle type of feel to it.
Yep. Just it's always that little bit of the perineum between big cities, you know, where all the hillbillies live in the outskirts and talk about, you know, the homes on the range. Yep. It's nice those fellas to be standing just right in the middle of the. Just right there, just having a little chat under the street lights. Makes it so much easier to kill them.
This is like the caves.
Because there's one thing
how many gangs are in this again? Because this is still
just three. Just three. There's three islands, if you like, and there's the gang on each one. So we're on Los Muertos at the minute. There is the Shigen, which is there seem to be in the metropolitan area, and then there's the Volk, which is the kind of Soviets tribute band. They're on the they're in the other part that I haven't explored yet. So, and of course, me being a big silly fell off, so I have to climb back up again. Thankfully, they intended me to climb back up here, for fear of having to do all that again. There we go. Right then, so now we have a nice little home in the hills here. Whenever needed. And I'm also actually trying to be mindful of capturing enemy weapons, because I presume eventually they'll get good, but maybe we just want to, you know, have the opportunity to blow things up. And seeing that we're, like, you know, heavily like guarded as it is, I think a shotgun can be tactically deployed at an earliest convenience. Yes. Always. So I mean that now does me now starting to think like the video game, going, okay, supply point, where are the criminals? Bring the criminals to me. Where are they hiding? I am sure they've picked a nice quiet spot to hide out, and they are not going to arouse suspicion whatsoever. Just when the track came up there, I automatically said to myself, do, 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 do.
So supply
the
points. So you're going for the
point
shotgun here. You're gonna change it up a bit.
probably. Seeing that those Muertos have occupied a giant stadium, that seems like a good stronghold. Hey, there's our Diaz.
Can you use those zip lines? Are they there to be used?
I don't think so. I think they're all window dressing.
Huh.
Okay, so Diaz is our car guy. He is the one that's making everything into Need for Speed.
Yes, we like Diaz. Diaz is a good guy.
And apparently he is a Craig David cosplayer in his spare time. Like God, that goatee is just a bang of 2001 off it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like every prick under the sun had that goatee back then.
It was just a prerequisite for like early 2000s, 2001 and 2.
That's it.
Like that was the fucking Total Request Live Central London fucking goatee.
Exactly,
you know,
yeah.
TRL fucking 6 in the evening on MTV. Like every presenter had that.
Yeah, it's an MTV like style.
Rafael Diaz.
He played for Napoli, didn't he?
Taking
Kaboom!
over the fucking stadium.
Yeah. Which absolutely isn't making them an easier target, you know, just saying.
Oh, mine. But the stadium isn't even the correct shape.
No, I think it's meant to be a dirt track. It's like an oval track for like a demolition derby and shit like this.
What's the old chariot racing stadiums called?
Call us the Coliseums
That's what it looks like here. The shape.
or
of it.
Autodromes, I presume.
Yeah, that's what they look like. That's the shape it's in.
Yeah,
Pantheons or Parthenons. Whatever.
yeah, it's something like that, isn't it?
I've been to Rome. I've seen them. Still can't remember the name.
Yeah.
He's fucking lobbing grenades at everything. I like this idea. I like this idea of just lobbing grenades at shit. Oh, there you go. Lob a grenade. Lob a grenade. Yes. There's ignition. There's ignitable things across there.
Yes.
Flammable items.
There are some flammable items, but then there's also people just actually running towards the line of fire, which is helping dramatically with my my shooting problem here.
I love the Star Wars kind of tribute here, where there's about 1,000,001 bullets going past you, and none of them are fucking hitting you.
No, I'm hitting you, yeah. I am slightly relieved at that as well. Is that, like, they are all fucking stormtroopers, and like,
Yeah,
you know, maybe they are hitting you,
annoying.
but like your shield is so strong, like you're just so
Yep.
massively power compared to everyone else. With me trying to lock onto the person in front of me. A reoccurring theme of this game so
Oh,
far.
yes.
I like the shotgun. The shotgun likes me. Yes, Dave. I didn't notice the grenade rolling towards me. All right. How could you tell? The handy thing about the respawns is that when you do respawn at the point, some enemies come back, but not all of them. So when I come back to that stadium there, half of them will be cleared out already, which is a relief.
Good job, Agent. As you can see from the indicator on the left-hand
Like this map was actually, I think, bigger than GTA 3's.
Probably was, to be fair, because again, like this would, I think GTA 3 would have been out a good bit after this, before this point. So. I remember all the details have melded into one for me now. So yeah, GTA 3 was 2001.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Right.
Vice City was a year after that.
That's right. Yeah, 1 year. Fucking hell.
Mm-hmm. So you can see there, the stadium is well and truly emptied compared to the first time around. So,
Yep.
because I'd be fucked if I was clearing that
But
shit
the
out
truck
again.
is back. The truck is back.
But see, well, hang on now. We're dealing with the famous Rafael Diaz, man who can practically shit trucks out at this stage.
That's
He's
true.
such an
That's true.
important piece of the puzzle here for the cartel. I don't know where that car came from, by the way. just fell from the ether.
That is how these games work in this era.
Do you know, actually, that just made me think of a cracking idea for a sandbox game, right? This is something that Saints Row could do, or something equally as piss takey, right? You are you have to go up against like actual player characters. Like you say, like you are like say you flip it on the head, like you are actually the mini boss, and the other player character has like cheat codes and fucking stuff available to him. So like, yeah, he could actually like summon cars or fucking like armies or armor, health, whatever it is, and you just have to brute force it.
Yep.
Someone who is actually like, you have to take on actual cheaters who are playing your sandbox game. It sounds like a great idea, and then I realized, oh god, that would be terrible after first go. Like you'd only do it once. You can only be one
Yeah.
cheater. Like fucking hell. So, he's changing weather on us, motherfucker. He's slowing down time, break his legs.
And they're gone. At least he wore a purple shirt.
Yeah, he to be fair, they haven't quite learned the art of camouflage, to be fair. Wearing a brightly coloured shirt in the open. They're practically asking for it, Dave.
Absolutely.
Practically asking for it. Yes, you are also a puto. We've also done this quite clever thing with the graphics there for like stuff like the stuff in the distance looks really clean and
absolutely
polished. So then when you do go up close and personal, you can see the kind of fuzziness they add into it, so that like at a distance it looks better. I was like, oh, that's a nice little,
it looks a lot cleaner.
Thing. Yeah.
Again, the draw distance was something that even in the first iteration of GTA 5, the draw distance was an issue. But in a game like this, you can see everything for miles, and that's something that's kind of like been taken for granted these days.
Well, you said, like, they didn't really do anything like crazy with this first game. They kind of just they did a fun sandbox experience, and that's it. Like, they didn't really push the boat out with any of the gameplay. Really,
I never played the second and third one. Like, I only ever played this one because this was the start.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, this was something new, something different.
That's true. I don't know if they change anything else in the sequels or whatever, but at least the first game, like, you can actually say like it is just a sandbox game done fairly comfortably, you know.
Sorry, say that again, Jonathan.
I was just saying it is just this game is pretty much just a sandbox game done relatively competently, except for one or two glaring issues, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this as far as like a game of this era goes, was pretty fucking smooth and polished.
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah.
Now, all granted, it took 6 or 7 years to finally come out, but they did it right.
Yeah.
Rigorous testing for this game. I mean, rigorous testing for this game.
Like I said, when you have a game that's stuck in that kind of limbo for those few years, you always fear the worst.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it going to be outdated by the time it's released? Is, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, Driver 3 fell out of that themselves. Oh.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Literally like one grenade away from wiping them all. He just ran over his own man. There you go. Yes.
Except I'm driving on dirt, so the controls are terrible.
And you've leveled up. Firearm skill increased. Look at these builds though. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Si, senor. Control machete. Really? And I'm playing.
And look, we found Diaz.
Hello there.
In his
Fucking
natural
lying
habitat,
down.
behind the car.
Sleeping on the job.
You say sleeping, we did just throw a grenade at him. Like,
That's true. True.
you call
Fine,
that-
fine. Bye bye, Senor Diaz.
Rafael Diaz has been eliminated.
Vámonos, puta.
Rafael Diaz.
Yeah.
The loss of his
Well done, agent. You blew that mechanic to shreds. And let me just say, it looked
Yep.
fucking awesome from this angle.
Substandard. This is a decisive
The thing that's really going to piss people off is there's cocaine in those wheel arches.
God damn it. He really needs to stop making his wheel arches out of cocaine. It's just bad for the
a
car.
good place to hide the coke.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hide it in the wheel arch. Don't make it out of it. Like, that's just asking for trouble. You know?